Good morning, Ron.
Good morning, Randy.
Mr. Ronnie H. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. Here's
I'm
that
going.
fluid already.
so I'm gonna go ahead and read the verse of the day. Thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. It's readings from Hebrews chapter 5, verse 7. During the days of Jesus' life on earth, he offered up prayers and petitions and fervent cries and tears to the one who could save him from death, and he was heard because of his reverent submission. So that's probably one that I would need to talk
Cry
about
out to
a little
the
bit.
cry out to the Father and be humble.
Be humble. Amen. Preach it, Ron. Hey, so listen, we got some fun news today because there's so much drastic stuff going on, and everybody's talking about, President Trump went ahead and gave them an ultimatum for an unconditional surrender, and they said, of course, no. And then everybody's getting involved in Hamas, right? They're going to say like, "Oh, if you attack them, we're going to get back. We're gonna get our five guys back into the war because they've already been wiped out. They have nothing.
Yeah. They have nothing.
They have nothing. I think their only hope is maybe put some maybe messages in a bottle and toss them in the sea, so maybe somebody will pick them up and come back and help them.
They might.
That's their only hope. Which
That
leads
could be a possible.
well, it's a good segue into there was a message in a bottle that washed up on the shore.
Really.
It was from 1983. They
Was
talk
it
about it, but nobody's saying what the message is. I wanted to know what the message was.
wasn't that like the police or something?
Well, they say if you put the bottle up to your ear, you'll hear Sting's faint voice.
Right.
Message in a bottle, yeah. That was pretty funny there, Ronnie. I forgot about that Sting song.
Uh, that's because, you know, look at you know, the amount of intellect that you are dealing with.
I think I've actually. Have you ever done that? Just write a stupid
No,
message.
I'm sorry because that wasn't being humble. I'm sorry.
I don't think. I'm sorry. I don't think anybody got it. I'm gonna have to watch it later and
Right.
see what it was because I didn't get it. Watching that airplane go.
Airport is now open.
Did you ever write a message and throw it in a bottle just for fun?
No, I can't say I have.
I think I did.
Well, I would have done that, but I had to twist off bottle cap and I couldn't twist it back on.
Because of the
But
arthritis.
I didn't have a port put in there. Yeah.
Oh,
So I ended up putting the message in the bottle, but it sank to the bottom of the ocean. So
I think
I put a lid on it.
so. It's probably kind of still there then, but probably disintegrated, but it might be still there. I can
This is
remember. I can remember
this,
a couple of them that I put out there. One I'm still waiting for an answer, and the other one I got an answer back. It was from a jellyfish named Dave, and it said "Return to sender."
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't ever don't ever pollute my ocean again.
Well, I think he moved, is what
Stupid
happened.
bottle.
And I'm thinking Dave the jellyfish probably works at the U.S. Ocean Post Office, and he stamped "Return to sender" on it.
Oh, and he said,
Yeah.
insufficient funds on the postage.
Oh, I think I did get that second one back. There was a note on it that said "Return to sender. The ocean's full."
Yeah.
So I got that one.
What, was that the one you sent to SpongeBob SquarePants?
You know, I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
I have right now bad memories of SquarePants SpongeBob. Oh, excuse me. Hey, do you remember
Okay.
they talked about
Moving right along.
moving right along? We'll jump into. Do you remember they used to talk about that killer asteroid was going to slam into Earth?
Yeah,
Now they're saying it's going to miss Earth and it's going to hit our moon. I don't think they really know anything about that.
I mean, if it hits the moon, it's gonna put the weather all out of whack and tidal waves,
Oh,
earthquake.
well, I actually kind of welcome that. It freaking rains here every day.
Wow.
You know, if they could flip flop it, Buffalo could be Florida weather and Florida could be Buffalo weather. That'd be good for us.
I like this.
What's that?
I said I kind of like the snow a little bit.
Oh, I like the snow a little bit, and well, that's what I'm going to find out about Tennessee. But I like some snow. I don't like the like 9 months of
I
snow.
said, I like the snow when it's in like Minnesota or Wisconsin. I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
yeah, Buffalo snow. It's that the lake effect snow in addition to regular snowstorms.
Right. I mean, like when you get like, listen, when you get like Green Bay snow, okay, it's like coming down in like crystals. It's so cold, like the frozen tundra up there, they say.
Yeah,
That's fine because it's in Green Bay, not in Buffalo. So,
I I looked up what they get every periodically they'll get some snow here and then it's gone right away, which that's kind of cool. I like that, but they don't got the freezing ice and the barrage of
well,
snow.
I mean, what do they call like everybody, you get like two snowflakes and then, you know,
Yeah, but dude, there's a
you
lot
get
of rain.
everybody, everybody's in a ditch and, you know, and people are calling off work and for like four snowflakes and,
No, I'm okay with that.
a little bit of like black. Do you get the black ice? That's the best thing.
Ugh. You know, I'm actually wondering because it rains here a lot.
Yeah, but it doesn't get cold,
You know,
does it?
they said I looked up and they said like the wet season here in Tennessee is like from May to August. I'm like, that's the whole freaking summer.
Yeah, that's the wet season.
So I was talking,
Well,
if that's going to be the case, I'm not going to want to live where it rains all the time. Hell, I might as well should have stayed in Seattle.
right.
That's what it's like here. But don't ask anybody from here if it rains a lot. No, no, this is
No,
we've never had this much rain before. This is just a lot of rain. It's so
I
much.
mean, if you want rain, you definitely, listen. You want rain, you go to Seattle, okay? You want
Right.
snow,
Go to
you
Buffalo.
want snow, you come to Buffalo.
Right.
And
You
with the
mind?
snow, with the snow, we give you chicken wings and blue cheese.
Well, maybe. Well, the good side of
There'll be
a.
no ranch here in Buffalo, New York.
Oh man, I'm kind of hoping asteroid hits right now so we can get out of this joke.
Wow. All
uh,
right. You want to
that
talk about the war?
no, no. Let's talk about DC is gonna bring back Captain Kirk.
Really? That's
Yes,
cool.
they are. They're gonna have something called the Burn.
Yeah.
It's called the Last Starship, and with this big um everything happening with bombs and fights and lasers, it's somehow gonna bring
Yeah.
Captain Kirk back from the dead, and he's going to lead a new starship.
Is uh is he gonna get the doctor and Spocky baby?
Well, I wonder why would the
Then
phenomena,
they bring back Spock and Man. Spock
why would the anomaly just bring back Captain Kirk and not the whole crew? Clearly, it's going to be a cartoon or some kind of animation because
is Gilligan going to be there?
Gilligan.
He's got to have his first mate.
You got to have what?
Well, if he's going to bring back Kirk, they got to bring back Spock and Dr. McCoy.
Well, now you just got regular Star Trek.
Oh man. Oh, are they going to do the new Star Trek? Are they going to like? Are they going to have like Admiral Kirk that's going to get you know busted for the 500th time that he gets busted and uh, demoted and
And of course, if they bring him back,
pull his rank,
he's
pull
going to
his
be
rank
old.
for the 50th time.
Oh, no, they're probably going to owe him back pay for all of his rank.
Well, sorry, 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 JT. You know, we're gonna give you back your rank. You're gonna be now known as Admiral Kirky Baby.
Hey, this is the captain's log, day 575, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna pretend to understand these cell phones and all this technology.
Beam me up, Scotty. Oh wait, Scotty's not here. Scotty went back to Ireland.
Oh, I wonder if Scotty could beam himself down.
He might.
He'll figure out how to beam himself out of heaven.
Right. Right.
It's like Captain Kirk boldly go straight into some awkward conversations.
We'll boldly go with a new crew
Well, resistance is
in,
food.
into the unknown against the board.
It's like
Resistance is futile.
resistance is futile. Why you say that? Well, it's like 4:30 and we're gonna be eating dinner. I got to get to bed
Exactly.
early.
Gotta take my Geritol.
I got ointment I got to rub on. It's a whole night thing. It's hours.
You know, it's just a whole routine that I had to go through before you know. Then I gotta put on my this sleep shades. I gotta put water in my sleep machine. But I got sleep apnea now from all these missions that I went on
To slowly walk with a walker where no man has gone before.
to slowly walk.
To slowly walk. Hey, a little bit of bad news. Um, Pepsi and Mountain Dew are going to be discontinuing some of their flavors, which I didn't think they were that popular to begin with.
Wow.
But in case anybody wants to know, Pepsi Lime, Pepsi Peach, Nitro Pepsi, and Nitro Pepsi Vanilla are now you would not be able to buy them anymore.
Good. Well, they were probably nasty.
They are nasty.
I didn't like the vanilla one. I only had it one time. I didn't like it. Didn't care for it. I like the regular Pepsi.
I like Cherry Pepsi.
I like cherry Coke, cherry Pepsi,
But
cherry Coke.
I think they're going to have
I
to
like
cut up.
cherry Coke.
I think they're going to have to, I actually, Cherry Coke and Cherry Pepsi, I like
You
them
know what I
both.
like? Is I like the cherry ginger ale.
Yeah, that's nice. Like,
That is like really good.
yeah. I like to use cherry Pepsi or
Really,
cherry
really good.
Coke when I make a float with ice cream.
It's really, really good.
Not really good. Really,
Oh,
really good.
really, really good.
That's like
Really,
level two really good.
really, really, really,
Really,
really.
really, really. Yeah. Besides, I'm glad they're kind of taking them away because I was trying those and my pancreas was just like losing. You know,
Yeah.
that stuff's horrible for the inside of you, buddy.
Well, it eats you from the inside out.
It does eat you from the inside out.
It like it messes up your stomach.
I'll tell you what, that's when I
But
have like my,
I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you, no, I was like I was
I
just
I'm more of a ginger ale guy.
now you made me forget what I was talking about when you interrupted there. Damn, I hate
Um,
when that happens.
about something about eating your
No,
pancreas.
I forgot now. All right, so
Pepsi and Coke. You said was bad for you.
no, I don't remember now. See, and that's probably I don't want to blame that on
I'm
being
sorry,
six.
bro.
No, I don't want to blame that on being 60 years old or anything like that.
We'll
Because
blame it on the partner, Ron.
we were just making fun of Captain Kirk, and here I go and have a senior moment on, it's
A senior moment was talking about Pepsi and Coke and how bad they, well, they discontinued flavors.
oh, they did.
I'm
There's
trying to
actually
remind you of what we were talking about.
now these ones I know, but those are just the four Pepsi brands. There's quite a few Mountain Dew ones. Major Melon, Sugar Major Melon, Mountain Dew Spark, Spark Zero Sugar, Purple Thunder, caffeine free, Whiteout, Kickstart Mango, Kickstart Original, Kickstart Blueberry. I tried those Kickstarts. They suck. They suck bad. I think they're more like energy drinks or something.
I don't know. I don't drink that. No.
Well, so all those fans out there, but I stay with the originals anyway. Coke, I mean Cherry Coke, Cherry Pepsi. But I like Pepsi plain better than Coke plain, Coca-Cola.
Yeah. I like Pepsi better than Coke.
Yeah,
I
so
like them both, I guess.
oh,
I mean,
that's what I was talking about. It's I don't know if it's just my age or whatever, but I actually get more heartburn if I drink soda versus like if I just drink juice or water. And so
yeah,
I don't know if it's the carbonation that's messing with my insides.
maybe it is.
But like if I have a can or so a day, every other day, I'm fine. But if I drink a 2 liter bottle for with dinner, man, I'm
You
in for
might have an ulcer.
I'm in for a long night.
You have an ulcer?
No, it's just my body's telling me it doesn't want that crap in me.
That's because you're old.
Well, my body probably is
Oh
smarter than
wait,
me.
oh wait, you're younger than me, so I can't say that.
You know, I'll never be as old as you.
No, you never.
I'll never be as old as you are.
So respect your elders, or I
Respect.
will, or I will have to listen. I'll give you a timeout, Mister.
Hey, a little. Speaking of timeout, a little fun here because people are gonna be happy to know. Taylor Swift, when she was asked about the marriage rumors, she said no. What are you looking for?
We're going down to Taylor Swifty.
Well, I just, I know how you would be sad if you found out she was off the market, so I was kind of just looking out for you.
Yeah, I'm just so heartbroken.
No, you're heartbroken because she's not getting married. I thought you'd be heartbroken if she did get married.
Well, yeah, I would be
I don't think
heartbroken.
she's the kind of girl you marry anyway.
He's all right. I mean,
Like I said, I couldn't tell you one song she sings. I probably know them, but I just don't know the
Yeah,
names of them.
I don't know if she's do you think she'd be the one to
I
be?
don't know. I don't think she's the marrying kind.
No, I think she's just like your like a trophy girlfriend.
Yeah, yeah, and that's exactly what I think too. I think
Like, oh, look at me, I'm dating Taylor Swift, that little hottie.
was and on the ipso facto, she's probably like look at me, I'm dating this football star.
Right.
And I think if they got married, the shine would wear off, and then they would get a
uh,
divorce.
they'd be like, Travis, you know, you can't be leaving your footballs around and your dirty, you know, I draw the line when you put your dirty jock straps in with my panties.
Um, hey, so here's some good news for the rich in this country. The when
Well,
you
I
know
guess I leave me alone.
yeah, I know. Well, it leaves us out, but they're not going to be they're not going to tax you on more if you get inheritance. Like if you give money, if you're a billionaire and you give money to your kids, there's going to be less
Yeah,
taxes on them because now that all the people in Congress are making so much money off of Americans, they're passing laws to benefit them now.
yeah. Well,
Meanwhile, the government has, us down here arguing and being divided while they're up there collecting our money together and putting it in their pockets and figuring
well,
out ways
right.
to not pay
They're like,
taxes on
they're like, you know, putting an extra rubber band around your nuts.
it. Not too tight. We don't want the nuts to fall off. We just want to soak all their money up.
Well, they're putting a slip rubber band on it so they can adjust it.
Yeah. Hey, Seth, do you see what that's the Democrats, jump into another story here. The Democrats' new, yeah, the Democrats, their new thing. They're interfering with ICE so that they can get arrested and then run when they get released, they run right to the microphone and say, "Oh, I'm a victim. Oh, they
Oh,
arrested me."
yeah, like that mayor guy.
The mayor from New York City, the
Yeah,
candidate.
yeah. Come on.
Same thing with that idiot Capita, whatever his name is, from California. He was arrested at when Secretary Naomi's press conference. He went right to the camera. As soon as he got out of there, went right in front of the camera and the mic. Oh, I'm a victim. Look what they're doing. They're supposed to be deporting illegals, and they're arresting me. You know, forgetting the fact that I barged in there, I bum rushed them, and they took me down. That means nothing. They should, I'm not used to being or held responsible for my actions. I can't believe that they took action on me. So that's
God
their
forbid I robbed a bank.
that's their new thing. Yeah, the guy robbed the bank. Well, it's not his fault. The government has him so poor that he has to rob. It's the
Right,
government.
and he was, he
It's
was told by he was told on Twitter to rob a bank.
Yeah. Hey, Kim Jong
But
Il.
but before he robbed the bank, he watched a video on YouTube
Yeah.
on doing
Yeah. They drove him to watch that video to get ideas on how to rob the bank. It's not his fault.
right. Well, they had to they see he went to TikTok, but they directed him over to Twitter, which Twitter directed him over to watch the video on YouTube on how to rob a bank.
Right.
So that's how it all ended up.
Hey, so Kim Jong Un is sending another 6,000 troops over to Russia.
Yeah,
The last
I think
6,000.
China didn't want to get into this.
No, in Russia, that's
They're
like
kind of saying that they don't want to. They're kind of staying out of it.
they are, and they need to. Just like the U.S. should stay out of the Iran.
They don't need to be in. We
We don't
don't
need
need to go
we don't need
there.
to be in it.
Israel's doing just, listen, Israel's beating their ass just fine.
Yeah, President Trump ran on not getting into new wars, so don't get us into a new war.
Right.
Especially,
I mean,
especially another long, drawn out Middle Eastern war. Ron, I've had enough of those. Beam me up, Scotty.
right. Yeah. Yeah. We gotta, no, we gotta stay out of it. And it's just, it's not our war. It's not, you know, as much as they like to say death to America and death to England and Europe and
Here's
you know,
sticks and stones.
so I would just stay out of it, unless unless they attack us. They attack us and we'll freaking drop them, dude.
Well, well,
They
that's
can
the
take them out.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. They have probably soldiers already hiding here in the USA, and they're going to try some kind of
And,
espionage.
well, they probably are going to try some internal crap.
Yeah.
Okay?
So
I mean, listen, you got them on every corner in these cities.
yeah, exactly. That's a
So you got to watch the neighborhoods.
exactly. I'll tell you that's one thing I don't see here, but that is they are absolutely on every corner in
And I'll,
America,
and
and
I'll,
that's got to be
and
for a
I'll tell you
reason.
what, watch, you know, and you can tell by the attitude that they give you.
Oh, I never. Yeah, take a recorder in with you and say, "Look at this. Look at that. Why do you think they're here? Do you think they're here to sell me sugar?"
Now all of a sudden they're all like, fuck that, and then they put up all that bulletproof glass. You know what I mean?
Well, that's
Don't you
stop
tell
the
me that they're
crazy.
not sleeper cells in this country because there are.
Dude, there's hundreds of them, and you know what? When World War finally breaks out, dude, I think it's going to be in our time too.
Well,
I think we're going to be alive to see this last one.
well, and then
Ooh, imagine the scrap. Woo!
they I guess they're busting down on Chinese buying American land too.
Yeah, yeah. I've been waiting to hear
They're putting
some.
a stop to it.
I've been waiting to hear something about that. Thanks for bringing
Well,
it.
I heard they were putting a stop to it, but
Well, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard.
as they should, as they should put a
As they
stop to it.
should. As they should. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I got my nose to the grindstone, my ear to the radio, and my eyes to the TV, just waiting to see when we're gonna go. All right, they've invaded America, Ron. Let's go save America.
Come along over here, boy.
Ron and Randy save America. Come here, you sand boy. Sand boy.
Come here, sand boy.
Come here, sand boy.
Come here, you camel ride bit.
Hey, do you know? They're out of ideas in Hollywood. They're gonna meet the parents for.
Really?
Who's the what's his name?
De Niro?
Robert De Niro. He is absolutely crushed and wiped out his reputation. And I liked Robert De Niro in everything he was in, but his political views and statements just turned me off on him. I probably wouldn't watch. I don't watch anything that he's in now anymore because he just took it too far.
How far did he take?
It went so far that it's all the way at the end of the show, Ron, and it's time for us to say goodbye. We got about a minute left. That's how you do a segue.
Yeah, with interruption in the beginning.
With interruption after
Well,
interruption.
well, you notice I didn't answer the phone. I probably should have answered the phone.
You should. What if it's important about your son? You should answer the phone.
But I don't know if it was. I don't know what it was.
Well, you should have taken it. All right. Well, listen. We got 30 seconds here to say our goodbyes.
If it was really important, they'll call back.
I want to. That's true. That is
Or
the.
they'll call myself.
That's Einstein's number two theory.
Did it call myself? Ah.
Well, I'm trying to sign off because we got like 10 seconds now. So, everybody, thanks for tuning in, listening to the REL. I am Randy Sell.
I'm Ron Haskell.
And let's everybody, you guys have a blessed Wednesday, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Yes, we will.
Good night, Ronnie boy. I'll see you in the back room. Peace out.